Okay, growmies, we're back. Today we're going to harvest this plant here, and first we're just going to trim it up and cut off all the leaves, any of the bigger leaves. Take care of all that right now. So we'll just thin out some of these leaves. I normally just wait till the end for this. I don't normally cut off any leaves as much as possible, but at this point now I'm going to take it down anyway. So I found that it was much easier to take off any of these big leaves right out here in the garden. Makes a lot less work. Even though this is kind of time consuming, it's just easier to do it this way than when it's dry. I don't take all the leaves, just most of them, most of the big ones anyways. Got Buddy out here with us, chasing rabbits. A little clumsy. A lot clumsy. No. Alright, I gotta light this. Looks like it's gonna rain. I'm gonna have to take this cage down. I'll do what I can around the cage first. Hopefully we get this done before it rains. I better check on the camera. Make sure we're rolling. Okay, we're rolling. We gotta listen for Buddy. Because Buddy gets distracted when I'm out here working on my plants. process takes a while. Make sure you got yourself a good smoke and a coffee. Buddy, where are you? Good boy, buddy. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. You can go play now. Go play. Good boy. Go play. Be good. So this year we have quite a bit of septoria going on. That's why I'm cutting off all these leaves, or for the most part. As you can see, uh, they have damaged leaves. It's, I'm not hiding it. It's out there. It's all over my town. It's in all the plants all around, the maple trees. It's everywhere. I don't know how to beat it. Normally, I would take all these leaves, and I like to make tea out of the leaves. And you can use. I like to use fresh leaves when I make my tea. A good fresh leaf tea, or you can even use dried leaves. I even do that as well sometimes. So like when I would trim before, when I do this, I would take all the leaves and keep all the leaves for tea, and I just make tea out of it. And I drink a lot of coffee now, so I don't drink as much tea, but the tea is much more healthy for you. Uh, just the coffee is kind of convenient. It is expensive as hell. I went uh, maybe 6 months last year or something, just by making teas. I went like 6 months without buying the drinks. Just water. I have to buy the water because the water you can find bottled water that isn't fluoride fluorinated. So I use that water to make my tea. Also, you could collect all the clippings and make a compost tea for to feed your plants. Now we're going into fall, so you'll probably get more nitrogen from the green plant, the green parts. Not exactly sure. Most of the time, I just go on my instincts and intuition, is it called? I read the intuition a lot. It says, do it, do it. It says, don't do it, don't do it. Even when I first started to grow, my intuition was telling me to do it. I was all worried and everything. I still had my kids. What happened? I'll tell you the story. What happened was I used to live in London, and make a long story short, what happened was we lived on a farmhouse, and the all of a sudden I was smoking a joint like this. All of a sudden, the police showed up at the door, and they start questioning me, asking me if I grow weed or anything, and I said, no, I just lit this joint. I didn't even see it come up the driveway. What the hell, right? I have like a super long driveway. I should have seen them. Somehow they got in. So what happened was they said, oh, they don't care that I'm smoking it, but because I have kids, they were going to report me to Children's Aid so they can get my kids taken away because I smoke weed. It's probably the worst threat. There's a longer story to that too, but we won't get into it right yet. The point of the matter, though, was the police threatened me with Children's Aid. They didn't even care if I had the weed, they just were going to report it. So from that point on, I was a little paranoid, and my wife didn't allow me to do it either. So that's the way it goes. When my kids got older and moved out, then I started growing again. Then I got a license, a medical license, and then the kids moved back. But they're gone again now. One of them, anyway. Two of them. Two of them are out. The youngest one's still around, but he's an adult and doing well. Works, does his own thing, has his car, he does well. I even got the grandkids now. With 3 grandkids and one on the way. There's so far one. One on the way real soon. Maybe December or January. I know I'm kind of working around this fence, but holy shit, that's a deep hole. Uh, if if I pop the fence off, she might fall over yet. So we'll hold out and see. Okay, we've been 17 minutes. Not too bad, actually. I think I'm gonna pop this off soon. Get around here first. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen that praying mantis in a little while. I hope I don't disturb him. It's sure hard to tell. He's camouflaged in here super good because remember he had that brown spot on his body, and that it kind of looks like these. It looks like this, so he camouflages right in. Pretty neat. I'll keep an eye open though. I don't want to mess him up since I invited him in. Now this one was well, it's obviously the first one done. And it has a really nice smell to it. I would say this is done. At least pretty close. Sometimes you get a little paranoid and you just want to cut them down. You don't want to let them go too long. I know in the tent I let it go just to see what it was like, how far we can go with it. People were like all funny, like it was like all bud rot, but it wasn't. I watched it. I watched it as it goes. It was timed right to the last moment before it goes. And bud rot's different. Bud rot is not dead. When it dies and dries out on the plant, it's not bud rot. When you get like a moldy piece and it's the mold spreads through it, that's bud rot. Bud rot has mold in it. When you do outdoor like these here right now, what I'm doing too is just making sure there is no bud rot and looking through, making sure there's no caterpillars. These little caterpillars, they fuck up your whole bud. If the caterpillar gets inside that bud, that's where you're going to get bud rot. The bud rot doesn't happen a lot in the tent, not as much as outdoor. Outdoor, you have big issues with bud rot. You have to really pay attention outdoor. So, I mean, if you read the comments, you see I pick up all these haters who all talk trash about me. But I do my experiments. I'm not afraid to lose a little bit of weed just to see what would happen. So I know how far to go because I watched it. I watched it go. I would leave a plant just to see what happens when if you didn't pick it. Look around here, you see too. Even my mullen's still there right now. It's brown. She dried up right there, right on the spot. What that does allows it to spread its seed. Same with all these wild lettuce plants. Even look right here, right beside us, I got a wild lettuce full of powdery mildew right beside my fucking weed plants. But my weed plants are healthy and they don't have we don't have the problem with that. As you can see right now, I'm inspecting it as that's what I'm doing right now, taking it all apart, uh, cutting it all down, looking at each bud, making sure there's no powdery mildew, no mold, no insects inside. Yeah. Even one guy says like, "Oh, I got to learn how to sex a plant." Like I'd never done that before. It's not like I'm a rookie here. I just doing different experiments. And the experiment I did do, I made clones from plants before I sexed them, and that's what happened. Was the I just didn't check. I just put them right outside. As soon as they took root, I brought them out in the spring, and we planted them outside. And what happened was I mixed up all the labels. So in some of them, so I mixed up all the labels, so I didn't know which one was which. They all came from the breeding project that we did a few months back. I can't get in some of this stuff. Oh, I try not to touch it much, but sometimes you just have to. Right, hear that dog? Okay. And I'll be honest, I don't get a lot of time out here. Probably could have did a lot of this before. I don't really get much time out here, honestly. Uh, It's super busy this year. I work a full-time job on top of this. So, and I've been really beat lately. Thought I saw a bug, but it was not. Which is really interesting. Is, some years you get bugs. Usually I got a lot of, what are they called? I don't know, thrips? I don't know if they're thrips. Little white bugs stick to the leaves up there. But then I get lots of ladybugs that come and feed off those. Oddly enough, this year I don't even hardly see either of them. So that's kind of weird. But I did see the praying mantis. I saw a couple praying mantis here. I have a video of the praying mantis, but I don't think I posted it. But I do have one that no one ever noticed. It was in one of the shorts, right middle of the video. As I pan over a bud, there's a praying mantis, a baby one. It's so hard to see, but it's right there, right in the middle of the screen. No one ever commented or said anything about it. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so far so good on this plant. I don't see any bugs. I don't see anything. No mold. Wow. No seeds. Pure goodness. Smells good. So one thing, there was a lot of that septoria. It really nails the bottom parts of the plants. It really fucks up your leaves. But if it doesn't spread right up, then you're not too bad. You got her beat. Like this does have some bad leaves, but she's doing okay. Can't complain for being like this. This year I have to do some research and find out how do I defeat this septoria. I got to learn how to clean up my soil for next year's grow. So all in all, though, it is getting a little bit better. It was better than last year. Last year it really hit them really bad. Buddy, no, no, no digging. That's bad. I caught you this time. Yeah, I caught you. That's you. You're digging. No digging. No digging. Okay? You be a good boy. No digging. This guy's digging holes. I think he did me a favor, however, by digging those holes. He dug right in the plot, certain plots, so I'll be able to fill that in with some good soil and nutrients. That might help, actually. But at the same time, I can't let him do it anymore.